Even better when they change them.
Excellent. Hey, Dave,
Hey.
it's Kevin Gammy, and it's the Do Business Better show. Today, I've got Dave Meikle. Dave Meikle is a video guy extraordinaire. In fact, he's far more than just videos and stuff. He is awesome at marketing. So we'll talk about a whole range of different issues. So, Dave, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. I do video production and video marketing. I've been doing it for probably about 5 or 6 years full time. And basically I started studying all this. Um, Probably about 2002. I figured that I started with online marketing. So yeah, sort of been around it for a little while.
So, who were you doing online marketing for at the time?
I created an online product. And it was my own stuff. So I actually created an online ebook, used Google Google Ads to get back when you can actually buy Google Ads for 5 cents per click, and built
that sounds exciting times.
Built an ebook based on some questions that people had submitted to me, sold it back to the same people, and so yeah, something a bit different.
Hey, that's pretty cool. So you've also had a bit of a different path into business than the average human being. So you were part of a rock band.
I was. Yep.
And you even toured places.
Yes, I toured. Yeah. So we toured across Australia for a start, but then we've played a couple of shows in LA and Canada and New York and a few other little places.
You just froze up there for a second. Where were the other places that you played shows in?
So LA, Canada, and New York.
Hey, that's pretty cool. So not everyone gets to do that. So tell me, to get into the business that you currently have, what was the tipping point that made you go, hey, this would be a cool thing to do?
Yeah, so I guess I've always had an interest in videos. I've always loved movies, that sort of thing. I sort of got to a point where I was sort of playing around with it many years ago, found that I was enjoying it, and I thought I was getting pretty good. So I thought, well, maybe I could make a business out of this. One of the key things was because I had been following internet marketing for a long time, I did see a lot of the internet marketers begin to use video as part of their sales processes. With video sales letters and that sort of thing. And so this was around the time that YouTube started. So around about 2008 sort of period was when I noticed this. And so I just saw that there was going to be a future in online marketing for businesses, for real businesses, not just online businesses, using video to promote their products and their services. And so I guess the tipping point was I saw that was coming. And I wanted to jump on board and provide a solution that could help businesses actually grow and take advantage of some of these more advanced strategies that they probably wouldn't get access to normally. And it also helps with touring in a band to choose the hours that I worked as well. So why not?
That's a very cool story. So you're a real early adopter with the whole video side of it, because a lot of people didn't get into that really until the last couple of years.
Well, that's right. That's been one of the things that I've noticed is that it's taken a little while for people to actually realize the value of videos for business. But now with all of the social platforms jumping on board, even now LinkedIn is on board, it's become a lot more mainstream, and people are realizing now that they actually do need to invest in having their face out there in a way that they can interact with their customers and clients in a more natural and connecting way.
I hear people can even do videos in their backyard, but that's a whole nother story. So we'll have a chat about that another day. So what's the one thing that's had the greatest impact for you in business? What's one thing that's given you more of a bump than any other?
So I've always, from pretty much early on, been into networking. So it's just about meeting as many business owners as you can and building genuine friendships with them, genuine relationships. So you're not there to always sell your stuff, and you're not always there to promote what you do, but you're there to actually provide some value. And so by building your network in a way that you can provide value to other people without expecting anything in return, then you often will find then that they might recommend you from time to time. Which so that's been kind of been one of the biggest things for my business is to always give as much value before they pay you in a networking style environment. And yeah, it's a good way to get started if you don't know anyone and you don't have budgets for marketing and that sort of thing.
Absolutely. And getting out there, meeting people live, as well as how you network online is really important, because
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
a lot of people forget when they're online that they're actually networking. They actually just think that I'm online and I'm just pushing my message out there, but they forget that creating a two-way conversation is really, really important, and
Yeah. Yeah.
that's something really critical. Yeah,
Yeah. Which is why the
absolutely.
BSB page is so good.
Thank you very much. Now, in terms of, do you have a mantra or a saying that you just find yourself repeating over and over again, or not really?
I wouldn't say that I've got a mantra or a saying as such, but I do find that I am telling people, giving them just basic advice around their marketing. And most of the time, it's just keeping it simple. Keep your messaging really, really simple. We're in a day and age when people's attention spans are so short. You don't have time to sit there and give a speech or a long form message in your video ad or in your Facebook ad. So just keep it simple. Keep it to one message and try and get to the point as quickly as possible, and then get to your call to action.
Sorry, you lost me. I was just checking my Facebook. Just kidding. Now, setback. So throughout life, things aren't always smooth. We set out in our business plan, it looks like we're just going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow, and that's really awesome. But life happens a little bit differently from that. So tell us about a time, a setback that when crap happened and you had to overcome that. What happened?
Yeah, so I guess one of the conversations that's been going around on the BSB page for a little while is the imposter syndrome, where maybe you don't feel capable of actually doing business and feeling like you're a bit of a fraud, just making it up all the time. And I think it's something that everyone goes through, and it's certainly something that I experience all the time as well, because there's always going to be somebody out there who can do what you do better, and so you sort of come and you go, man, like, am I really good at this? Can I really get results for people? And so that's certainly been something that I've dealt with, and it's a daily thing to believe in yourself, believe in the mission that you have for your business, and believe that you can actually help people. So just encourage people to keep going with that.
Yeah, and like some of the people who are just so looked up to by everyone all around the world have this imposter syndrome even to this day. One of the guys, one of the founders of Atlassian, that he's one half of the two richest guys under 40 in Australia, and yet he has this. Michael Cannon Brooks. I've heard of guys with 3 Michelin stars, restaurateurs, talking about how they have that, how they feel like they don't feel really like anyone's given them permission to be who they are, and so what makes them think that they can be that? And and it's really interesting. Running a group like Brisbane Small Business, from time to time, I think, what gives me the right to think that I'm allowed to do that? So it's not individual. It's not. We all have insecurities, so it really is important. And it's great to hear you say that. Yep, you're just getting out there. You keep banging the drum, and you keep doing what you're doing. And Dave, I know that you do an awesome job, and that's why we use you for the school. So it truly is fantastic. One topical tip: has there been something that's come up in the news lately around video, around messaging, around getting your stuff out that you'd like to help us solve?
Look, it's probably not directly related to video, but it is something that I think is on a lot of people's minds at the moment, and that is marriage at first sight. And as a lot of people, it's a very popular show.
So do you really watch this, or are you just reading this from the internet? Come on.
I actually have watched a little bit of it. It gets a bit addictive.
Which is fine.
But
Hey, look, I'm not going to judge you for that. Just a little.
yeah,
But,
no, I agree. But with that show, you find some really genuine characters and you find some really ungenuine characters. And I think as business owners, we need to be thinking, people see us all the time, whether it's on our marketing material that we put out, or it's on a Facebook page, or it's on a blog or something like that. You've got to be genuine and knowing that people are going to be judging you based on their interactions with you. And so if you think, if you don't want to be one of those villains that that is on these sorts of reality TV shows, where you're thinking surely they know that they're being filmed right now, and so because all of our customers, they've got the opportunity these days to give us 5-star reviews or 1-star reviews, and so if we treat all of our customers, whether they're buying now, they might buy later, or maybe they don't buy, every interaction with somebody that could potentially do business with you is potentially a 1-star review. So I just sort of think that a really good tip for business owners is to be thinking about, how can I give this person a 5-star experience, even if they don't buy from me, even if maybe it is on like a BSB page or something like that, and it might be a subject that everyone has different opinions on, but if you can approach that as a really genuine and not trying to be that villain, then I think it could, it's a good way to do business.
Oh, absolutely. And looking for how we can give people a greater experience, and a greater experience of us even before they're working with us. But then when they are working with us, how can we give them an awesome experience? Is really it can be really challenging, particularly if you're in a less glamorous industry like video. That's all awesome, and everything else. But some things are just down to, if you're a plumber, how do you give someone an awesome experience when you've got your knee deep in feces? So it really is one of those challenges of how we can do that, how we can get that online. And it's something that so often is easily overlooked, to go back and give someone a review, to go back and like someone's page and all that sort of stuff. Like, we've got 6,000 members, and we've only got about I think it's still less than 2,000 people have actually liked the page around the group, and yet the feedback we get consistently around the group is that it's truly awesome. So, hey, anyone out there wants to go on and like Brisbane Small Business or Dave Meikle or Kevin Gammy, go on and do that, because, we are there, busting our ass to, I shouldn't really say that, but we are out there trying to help you guys as much as we possibly can. Dave, is there one last little message you'd like to leave with people?
Oh, I don't know.
I did put him on the spot for that one.
You didn't prepare me for that one. No, I think just really investing in your own business and your marketing. I think so often we try and do it on our own. We try and do everything ourselves, and we actually don't spend the money where we should be spending the money in order for us to do what we need to do better. So invest in your business and use the community.
Absolutely. And Dave, your business is Echo Media.
Yep.
What's the easiest way for people to get in touch with you if they'd like to have a chat?
Yeah, so my website is ecomedia.com.au, ECKO, it's spelt a bit differently. So eckomedia.com.au, and on that page you'll be able to get, you get through to me on my email or phone number or something like that. But yeah, also on all the socials.
And Dave's name is really unique with Meikle and that sort of stuff. It's about as rare as Gammy. So, look, reach out, have a chat with Dave. If you've got any questions, feel free to write them on this post, and Dave will get back to you and answer you. But also at any point in time, if you are looking for someone, I do encourage you to use Dave. He is pretty awesome at what he does, and an all-around nice guy too, which is always really, really important in business. So, Dave, thanks very much for your time today. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you have a great week.
Awesome. You too. I'll catch you later.
Thanks, Dave. Bye now.